to kick off. Here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
One of the things that I know Brian Dable and the Giants loved about Jackson Dart is every step of his career. From high school in Utah to USC to Ole Miss, he just kept getting better and better and better. How about the first QB to lead Ole Miss Rebels to back-to-back 10-win seasons in over 80 years? That's what they're getting their first-round pick.
Now go play action. Here's Dart. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Now partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Here's Dart now. Screen here for Scatterboot. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them. Trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. And for that big shot, they wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Fourth down, we're going to see an incredible nickname, one of my favorites in the game, the Scottish Hammer, Jamie Gillen on the punt. Picked up at the 38. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
Opening play, Bo will throw. He'll try and run this.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Ingram working the left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running this with Dobbins. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. A give to Dobbins. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Harvey is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. And that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st and 10, here's Start. This is cut. That's Slayton. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Jude Micatomney now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Marvin Mims now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Now he takes it. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Nix with it on 1st. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action with Dart. Pass is caught along the sideline by Slayton. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a 1st.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here.
If the defense isn't going to stay honest and keep somebody there to defend the run, well, you've got to find a way to exploit it. They pulled defenders away from the line, and that draw cut right through the defense like butter.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dart out of the shotgun. He's running for it. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Giants 1st down.
Why can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Start from the pistol. A lot of mess on the move here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a second quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Nicotomney to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7.
Nicotomney all set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes the Bronco offense. They stalled out since that first touchdown. We're getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Past midfield to the 45. Past the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Nix from the gun. Steps up and he's running with it. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Shotgun snap to Nix. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away, and leave teams with field goals, great chance to win. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gonorowski now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Step pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Another try following the sack. Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Complete out to the right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging onto the football.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dart setting in to throw here. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
A gain of 14. And the Giants 1st down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Scatterboo now from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Here starts. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Nickatomney to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
Broncos 10.
Nickatomney all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 36. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Nakatami all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. First call here coming from the shotgun. Give to Dobbins to start the third. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 42-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 42. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And Nick slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Nick's now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dobbins. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
2nd and 6 coming up here. He's got it on the bootleg. This is Ingram working the left side. Not a lot available to him instead of 38. Cordell Flott there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Nick's now to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on a field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Shoots one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Driving forward with Scannaboo. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
first down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun this time. Here's Starks. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one does not go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He's trying to push the field. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. He was brought down by Roy Robertson Harris.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Nix off the play action. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Running with Scannaboo. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Going right back to Scannaboo. 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Darts out of the shotgun. Stays upright. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Punting unit out now. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They'll have him gain up a handful there. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's set out.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
1st and 10 from the 41. Nix from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Design bootleg here. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Play action with Nix. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Nix. Close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. One play action with Dart. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Dart. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Slot man in motion left. On 1st down, this is Scannaboo. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Now it's Scannaboo. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Looking to throw. Screen here for Scannaboo. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Their punter making his way out now. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Looking to his fullback now. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing up 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos, 8 points behind. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Nix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, set now, first and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos cut it to just 2 late in the game. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
The Broncos.
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that, too, for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants offense all set to get started. They're out there with a lead that's down now to just 2 points, Brock. So you got to be cautiously aggressive, right? Try to run out the clock, but take care of the football because all it takes is a field goal to beat you.
How many times do these games we call come down to just one possession? Right? It's why these teams spend so much time situationally in the red zone, end of half, end of game. You got to live for these situations.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hyatt with the grab. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, ball at the 36. They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
It's Tracy on second down. He has the Giants' first down. And it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they have, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half.